Hello everybody and welcome back to PSGL. We are here at the Temple of Speed Autodromo di Monza for the PSGL F5 tier. It is the fastest circuit on the F1 calendar in terms of maximum top speed, and we are here for PSGL's most exciting tier, the F5. As per usual, I am joined by my partner in crime. It is Brendan. How are you doing?
I am doing very well, and yourself?
Not too bad, not too bad at all. We are here at the Temple of Speed in Monza, of course, and there is some lap times going in straight away. That is Car Person with a 19.9, Tunetank 20.2, and Terror Racer 20.3. Of course, there was the F1 Performance Patch update today with the cars, so we will be seeing a decrease in lap time, I believe. That's Cameron, 20.6 on the medium, so maybe not a decrease in lap time from our front runners. 60 people in the lobby at the minute. As you can see, we are set to have some people going to join in the middle of the qualifying session, but qualifying is well underway. We just had a few issues getting the stream started, but that seems to be regular in this tier. We are up and running now, and we are here around the Temple of Speed. We'll pick someone to go board with for a lap in a few moments, but everyone is currently in the middle of their laps. That's Mark Fort. That is SXT Yogurt, Sink Yogurt. Of course, you'll remember him, our winner of the opening round, going fifth with a 20.2. Black Box.
That's fun.
Good lap from Black Box with a 20.2. Pitman has had a spin, as you've pointed out there for us, Brendan. This is Fleddy. He's on another run, I believe. Heading through Lesmo 1 and heading to Lesmo 2. Yeah, I think he's backed off on this one. For the time being, apologies, Tactician through the Ascari chicane and heading down towards the Parabolica, of course. Two fantastic corners on the Formula 1. Is that Lakitu who's just gone second? It is. That's a fantastic lap for Lakitu. Here comes Tactician rounding the Parabolica here in Monza. Tim Wenting on the inside. He can't tuck to the inside of the Parabolica, but is it going to be pole for the Ferrari? No. That is a 20.3 for the Scuderia. Cannot send the Tifosi wild. Pitman is he's going to be in the pits as he had that spin. That is Fleddy, gone 10th on that run, so he was improving. He didn't back off just yet. That is a fantastic run for Fleddy, 10th in the Alpine. Alpine, of course, having a poor time of it at the start of the F5 season.
Yeah, not great, but obviously there's time to improve, and maybe this new performance patch could swing things their way.
Yep, it certainly could swing things their way. What we'll do is we'll have a look and see, was there any penalties. There was a penalty last week for Efenor Hazara for there was 2 license points and 5 seconds added to his time. That gives Harry the position back. So that is Harry who got that P6 back in Zandvoort. But on to Monza now, as we are here. There's a couple of drivers on out laps. There's 2 Italian three. Is Alfa Romeo classed as an Italian? There's no Alfa Romeos in the lobby, it doesn't matter.
Well, effectively Alfa Romeo, as it was the Sauber team, is based in Switzerland.
Yeah.
Alfa Romeo is an Italian brand. So it is sort of a home Grand Prix, but not quite.
Well, it's not a home Grand Prix, there's no Alfa Romeos here.
Yeah, that is a fair point.
It is a home Grand Prix. Yes, for the Alpha Tauris and for the sole Ferrari of Tactician, but I do believe his teammate is joining in the lobby. We do have 2 people joining in a moment. Brendan, and there's a couple of people at laps. Would you like to pick one and we can run through a qualifying lap? I think Terror Racer would be our best bet, as he's coming towards the Ascari now.
So, with Parabolica, the car of Alboreto, actually, that is something that not many people did notice, but Parabolica was renamed, and no, I am not joking. But starting the lap here, as the D-result comes up just after the start-finish line, and now heading down towards turn 1, this should get where we saw incidents happen yesterday, but it is all clean for Terror Racer there. And it wasn't launched by a curb either, but through the Cover Grande, and Now into the second of the chicanes here at Monza. Taking a nice bit of curb there. And getting a bit of the benefit from it. And now into Lesmo 1. And now into after a short run, Lesmo 2. The exit here is so important as it puts you onto the back straight with the second and last DRS zone in the lap. And braking for a Ascari, you try hug the inside, then go to the right. And that was a tidy run through a Ascari, which is not something you can always get on a qualifying lap. But now, let's see, as this is well through the parabolic or curve Alboreto, depending on what you'd say, tuck to the right for a little more time, and it's P1 by about just under 2/10.
A fantastic lap from Dutchman Terror Racer in the Alpine, and of course fantastically commentated by my co-commentator as always. Harry's in the lobby now, so we do have an Alfa Romeo. Welcome Harry, good to see you racing as he was, oh that's Pit Matt, that is Pit Matt gone, he's gone just after Ascari. We'll have to stick with E1 Baker and hope he can catch up in time, but that is Pit Matt gone for a second tip round, and this time he is out. We'll have a look, should be on the exit of, there it is, left hand side.
And he is now in the Alfa Romeo, so what you have said earlier is now invalid.
Yep, forget I ever spoke. But that is a good lap from Terror Racer to put himself on provisional pole position with a 19.7. He, I think he will have to improve on that time if he does want to keep this pole, as that is Topiak on second position, 19.9. 2/10 of a second behind the Alpine in front, but the two Hasses of Topiak and Car Person looking very, very nice tonight indeed. Hello to Cameron Stad, who is joining us once again in PSGL F5. We're good to have you back. Is that Black Box gone 5th, or is he just... Yep, that's IF4 Black Box, who has gone 5th position. Good lap from the Mercedes. Of course, the Mercedes will hope not to be battling with Cameron, or with... Cameron's alone, Red Bull with Cameron, down into that turn 1, just in case he ends up on top of him.
There is another Terry, I think it's
just... Oh no, there's an Aston Martin, that is Cherry to She's just going slowly. Tactician is going to bolt around the...
fuel.
Oh, Tim. He's no fuel. Here comes Tactician bolting around Curva Alboreto, as you said, or we're going to call it the Parabolica. And he's going to send the Tifosi to a little bit of an early success, as that is provisional pole position, 19.4. That's a fantastic lap from the Ferrari of Tactician. Down into the Rettifilio. As you can see, he's not on a lap, but that is a good lap. The other Italian-based, not Italian, half Italian-based team, Alfa Romeo. This is Harry on a lap. I'm going to oh, Harry. Oh no, Harry, we're not going to stick on you with that one. That is not the way to take the Ascari.
To be fair, somehow. But,
I'm just having a look now.
Best way around, but he got there.
He got there now. I have a track map open beside me, as I do for every commentary stream, and I realised this is the old mods. There's no Ascari chicane on this. There's no chicanes.
Did you open the oval one by accident or something?
No, it's a normal Monza track map, but the Della Roggia isn't there, and neither is the Rettifilio. So I don't know what I'm doing. Cameron is on a lap. He set his original lap on a set of mediums. That is why he is so far down in Aston Martin Red Bull Racing. But here he is into the Rettifilio. As we were saying, you don't want to go over that orange curb because you will go flying. For all that care, and I have the correct track map open. At least this one includes the chicanes.
Yeah.
I've had a nightmare there. I'm not prepared at all. But here comes Cameron down the back straight, heading into the Ascari chicane. Such a difficult corner to get right. Let's see, can he do it? That's a purple 2 for Cameron. Oh, just a big snap there for the young Briton, but he's got it through. So Cameron, he's lost a bit of time with that, but he is still looking good. Into the Curva Parabolica, the Curva Alboreto. I'm still going to say Parabolica all night. That's just purely from commentating for 2 years. Too used to it. Here comes Cameron. Cross the line. Provisional pole. By, oh my word, look at that margin. At the top of the timing tower. We're going to get the exact gap up for you there. Look at that.
I think you could still stick a needle in there, to be honest.
Wow, that is... If qualifying ends up like this, surely that's the closest pole in PSGL history.
There has been 13... Or I don't know... Was it like a decade?
Oh, Yogurt has just slotted himself in, less than a tenth behind. That is a good lap from Yogurt, but... Wow, that is so close at the top of the timing tower. But it is Cameron who's on top of the timing tower by... Is that 1,000? That's 1,000, isn't it?
You're saying... Well, Cameron Tactician, yeah, it's 1,000 between them.
Yeah, I always stumble myself over that. It's really, really annoying. Is this WS Ferreira? No, he's gone. And it's invalid. At Lesmo 2, the Alpha Tauri driver here will have to box for a fresh set of soft compound tyres. Yogurt and Cameron are both inching around. Harry has disconnected. He is back, thankfully, in now. A couple of drivers on outlaps, Mark and Kaki. You're not allowed to slipstream other drivers, so we won't have any slipstreaming mess like you would have seen in the real F1, especially in Q number 1. We won't have any of that here. As the rules state, you're not allowed to slipstream anybody, which is kind of disappointing, because qualifying won't be as dramatic. We won't get any surprise pole sitters from, say, someone like Mark or Fleddy, who are regularly mid-pack.
Well, to be fair, it does. Otherwise, you would have like a million steward reports. Just
in fairness, you would. You would.
Like,
it makes sense for the drivers and for the stewards, but well, me and you want the best entertainment to commentate on, so unfortunately we don't get that in the qualifying. But hopefully, if the gap stays like it is,
well, to be fair, there's a bunch of cars just around.
Yeah, I'm having a look. If you can see on the track map there, on the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, there's a lot of cars heading down the... I'm not gonna attempt to pronounce that word.
Let me see.
It's the Curva del Seraglio. Seraglio. I am going to be learning Italian soon, so the pronunciations will get a little bit better. But here we go. There's a lot of cars, so we are going to get a bit of a slipstream mess. A non-intentional slipstream mess, as you're not allowed to do it, but Kaki is the first man to bolt away in the final run of the session around the Curva Grande into the Della Roggia chicane. He's less than a tenth of a second up, so he needs a bit more time than that, because he is 1 second off the pace of TRT Cameron. There's a lot of drivers starting laps. Terra Racer and the Curva Grande, Topia into Lesmo number 1, and we'll keep on board with him through Lesmo 2. All clean there for Topia, looking good. His teammate Car Person is just behind him, as there's going to be a lot to keep up with. Tim Wenting's lost it, and that surely is lap gone, because there's no way you bump over that curb and gain time. Iwan Baker says he's a second up.
Apparently for a Topia team. Well, there could be a possible pole here if he's gained enough time.
Topia is looking really good. He has a bit of a toe there in front. That is Mark, but he's lost it a little bit through the Parabolica. Took to the right-hand side. Here comes Topia team. Is it going to be good enough for pole position? No. P3 only. Oh my word, look at that. Look how close it is at the top of the standings, ladies and gentlemen. That is 5 thousandths separating the top 3. Wow.
He's improving by around 73 times of a second.
Tactician is improving by a slight tap. Can Tactician set the Tifosi wild by a pole position here in Monza? He can! It's just about beating Cameron. What's Cameron doing?
The last sector though, I'd say that could be costly if Cameron can find just any sort of improvement.
That's Car Person gone. That's Ewan Baker improving to 5th position as Cameron's lost it. Cameron has lost it at the chicane and lost a whole heap of time. That's not good. He's gonna have to.
Could have been worse. I'll say that.
It could have been worse. He could have been valid and completely thrown away the lap, but he's going to have a mega job to do through these final 2 sectors. Down the back straight now and under the old banking at Monza. He's going to get possibly a distant tow from in front. He's 2/10 down. 2/10 down, so unless he has something mega hand, he's lost it, and that's pole position gone for Cameron. Topia is invalid. Yogurt's still pushed. Yogurt's 4/10 of a second up.
Terra Racer is a 10.5 up in 6th.
Yogurt's teammate is planted in front of him, and he's going to get a tow from E1 Baker down the back straight through Lesmo 1. Oh no, he's not, as E1's pulled out of the way. That just seems to be coincidental. Apologies, but Yogurt's finished. Oh no, he's finished.
Terra Racer.
Second! Close for Terra Racer, but not close enough. As that's Lakitu gone at Ascari. Is anybody else improving? Someone's improved. That's Tim Wentink. What about Fleddy? No, Fleddy's backed off. Ferreira in the pits. Here comes Harry. Harry's still on a flyer. Is this going to improve? Oh, he's a 15th. So that's poor from Harry, but he didn't really get proper running in this session. But it is a Ferrari pole in Monza. Tactician Lee will lead us away from the front of the grid for his 2nd pole position of the season.
Yep, 2nd pole, so not bad. And let's see, Cameron hasn't won a race yet. Lost 3 or so races on the last lap.
Yep, of course you'll remember he had that incident last week with Dutchman Terra Racer on Terra Racer's home turf, where he did he lost the race victory. He was going for the race winning move, and unfortunately it all came to blows.
Yeah, he went for maximum and ended up with the absolute minimum.
Yeah, he did get points, I believe. Did he get points? I'll have a check at the standings now and see.
I'm not sure if he did.
Oh no, he fully DNF'd, so he definitely didn't get points. Pole position for the Finnish man in the Ferrari. The last man to do that, Kimi Räikkönen, and that was around Monza. It is Terra Racer in 2nd, Cameron in 3rd, Topia in 4th, Yogurt 5th, E1 Baker 6th, Tim 7th, Carperson 8th, Lakitu 9th, Black Box 10th, Mark, Kaki, Fleddy, Cherry to Pie, Harry, Ferreira in 16th, and the man who didn't finish the session had a spin and then crashed. That was Pipmat down in 17th for Aston Martin. Currently, we don't know the weather conditions yet, so we could still get a wet race here, and that could have all been running wet setups. We haven't actually heard anything about the weather report. PSGL F1 I know is a wet race, so that proves that there is the possibility, obviously. It's a bit dull. It's a bit dull. As seemingly Harry blocked Cherry to Pie, and that's why they crashed.
Well, that won't be great for Harry, to be honest.
No, Cherry to Pie has messaged, "Cheers and Effie or Harry, penalty incoming." So, of course, Cherry to Pie is he is the PS5 admin. Not looking good for Harry right now. But we will wait and see what situation develops from this. But Brendan, I'm going to have to ask you, who is going to win the PSGL F5 Italian Grand Prix?
We can never really tell with this tier now, can we?
No, we never can. I don't know. I'm asking you this to fill in time, and you know that as well. You cannot predict this tier for the life of you. It is chaos.
There's just no. You can't. You don't get boring races. Usually, there's always something turning this race one way or the other.
There is. And one thing that we have a bit of a speciality here, so it's me and you started doing F5 anyways, the last laps are amazing. Every race, the last laps are amazing. Of course, Zandvoort, we had Cameron, and we had Terra Racer. In France, we had the utter shambolic chaos going on with the wet and the dying tyre conditions. In Belgium, we had a last lap battle. So it's always great, and do stick around for us till then. Hopefully, we we do hope you all enjoy. Let's run you through the tyres, however, for the back 7. This is Mark starting on the mediums, Kaki starting on the mediums, Cherry to Pie is also on the mediums, Ferreira mediums, and Pipmat on the mediums, with Harry and Fleddy opting for the soft compound of tyres. I remember last game, medium soft, my apologies, was an OP strategy. I don't think it is this game as much, because the tyres do not wear as much, but it is going to be a fantastic race here in Monza.
Yeah, let's hope so anyway.
Let us know down below, of course, who you think is going to win this Italian Grand Prix. We make sure to follow all the PSGL social channels, YouTube and Twitter, etc. But now we're all focused on the racing, as Pipmat has almost lost it to the grid. That would have been slightly embarrassing, Matt, but thankfully that hasn't happened, as we are lining up in Monza to go. The rundown to the Rete Filio is the most important here. Matt lines us up on the grid in Monza. Tactician will lead us away from pole position in Ferrari. Thank you, Pablo Herrera, for saying Bottas will win. 3, 4, 5 red lights. We go racing in Monza. It's a poor start for Tactician, and Terror Racer has got a good getaway. Yogurt is moving up a couple of spots, but Cameron's just on the inside. Down into turn 1 we go. Loretta Filio
is into the lead.
Terror Racer has taken the lead. The Ferrari has dropped down to 3rd, Yogurt up to 2nd, and fighting for this race lead. He's going to try go around the outside of the Alpine. Can't get it done. One McLaren won yesterday in Monza. Yogurt's going to be looking for it today as we head into the Della Roggia for the first time. Everyone is taking it very cautious at the back, apart from Mark, who's just lost his front wing. He's ran into the back of Fleddy. That Williams is damaged, and that Williams is now causing a bit of chaos as Harry's going to go for a 2-in-1 down the inside of Kaki, but he can't get it done. A clever option to back out from that one, I believe. But we continue as we head down to Ascari. Yogurt still right on the back of Terror Racer. A not so chaotic lap 1 that you'd expect in Monza, but a crucial one as Tactician, apologies, has dropped down to 3rd. Terror Racer leads the Italian Grand Prix. He's got a poor run out of Ascari here, Brendan, and I think he might find himself under threat from the McLaren behind.
No, it seems to be quite under threat just... Yeah, anyway. And DRS isn't activated until the start of lap 3.
Yogurt's got a good run. He's going to have a go down towards the Rete Filio, I believe, and that's Pipmat gone from the race. Both Aston Martins lost their wing. We could get a safety car here, and this could spoil Yogurt's chances of an early race lead for McLaren. He backs off into the Rete Filio. As is there anyone going for moves? The two Hasses, we've seen them make contact in real life. It looks like they are close to making a bit of contact. We have a lot of pitters, as we have the virtual safety car has been deployed in Monza. So that's Pipmat out. We have Cherry. Oh, full safety car. It has been upgraded to a full safety car, meaning we will have some laps under the full course caution. Terror Racer leads in Monza. You can see Pipmat out, Cherry to Pie in the pits, so is Harry, so is Ferreira, so is Fleddy, all pitting. That is Lakitu, who has boxed for the hards. Fleddy has boxed for the mediums, Ferreira for the mediums, Harry for the hards, and Cherry to Pie for the softs. And of course Pipman is out of the Grand Prix, but it's Terror Racer who gets the early advantage. Last week's or was he last week's race winner? Did he keep the win? I think he did, actually. I don't think there was much much that happened there. Yeah, he did, I can confirm, keep that race win. So last week's race winner is the man leading in Monza. Will we see anyone pile into the pits? Yogurt's in. I don't know if that was the dummy from Terrera, but St. Yogurt has entered the pit lane. That is...
Cooking for the hard tyre.
I think it was the dummy, honestly, as that Red Bull garage is out as well. That's Cameron in. Cameron is normally he's normally good with strategy, so he is in for the hards. Lakitu and Harry both going for the hards as well. The hards is typically a tyre you'll struggle on. That is Topia going for is that a set of the mediums? No, he's getting a front wing change, so there's a reason he's in, and he's gone for a set of the medium compound tyres.
So, yeah, that is interesting here. Some people going for to make their pit stop early. Obviously, it will help if then now you've satisfied the 2 compound rule, and now you have a bit more freedom in terms of what tire to go on when, like, or maybe let's say if another safety car comes out at some point.
Yeah, so a little bit more freedom for everyone who is pitted, as that is Cherry to Pie in for a set of the mediums, and that's Ferrari in for the set of the hards. So all top 6, all top 8 apologies have not pitted and will continue on the tyres they are on. We're not going to get the safety car in this lap. We will get one more lap under the full course caution, I believe, as third time's the charm. Terror Racer is leading in Monza. How do I stumble over such easy words, Brandon, every week? Like Terror Racer, I've said it it's round 5.
Oh man. Sometimes your brain just it lags.
I have a lot of FPS glitches in my brain. That would make a lot of sense. Thank you, Brendan. E1 Baker is someone who we did not talk about too much. Up to third, we'll get the positional changes up. Brendan, would you like to run us through some winners and losers?
Yeah, also get positions here. Montero is their big winner, as an Alpine will fast out, much like the certain Alpine driver Fernando Alonso 10 years ago when he was in a Ferrari. Managing to jump up to P1. Then also Ewan Baker, Tim Wenting, Person, Black Box Khaki, and Mark Ock gaining at least 3 positions. Tactician lost out a little. Then likes the Cameron Yogurt Topper team, the key 2, and then have actually met their stops. So they could end up becoming winners, or they could really lose out because who just won't have enough grip to contend with the people who haven't pitted yet and are still on the soft compound tyre.
Yep, very good call there, Brendan. As per always, we got a beautiful onboard there with E1 Baker. You could really see how much he was working the steering wheel, working the tyres to get the temperature in them. I believe we will be in this lap for the safety car, as you should see the lights go off in a moment. We'll get a notification as well, as it should be. It's going to be a late call here. It's going to be a very late call, I believe. But I can imagine we're in this lap. I can't see us getting another one. Unless the safety car is waiting for WSO Ferreira. Yep, we're going to go for another lap, I believe. Yep, we are going for one more lap under the safety car. It's not always you get 4 full laps, apologies, under the safety car, but we are this time, and that's due to the AlphaTauri of Ferreira, who has not caught up. He did make another pit stop, in fact, for a set of the medium. Is he struggling with a bit of wing damage?
We need an angle.
No, he's not.
No.
He was just going very slow through the Ascari.
The thing is, if you can retain tyre temperature, you won't have to do much weaving when you actually catch up to the pack. Because you lose tyre temperature very quickly, and it can be hard enough to get the tyre temperature back into the tyre.
Yeah, he's taking it nice and slow, Ferreira. He's in no rush out for a nice Monday evening drive, is WSO Ferreira. The rest may be waiting on him, but yeah, he's just on. Oh no, that is Person out of the Grand Prix.
As well.
What's happened there then? That's an odd position to crash. That is an extremely odd position. That is Person out of the Italian Grand Prix. I have no idea what's happened there. Safety car is in this lap. We will be going green at the end of this, but that's a really odd crash.
Not to mention, it's in a Haas, so
Has Ericsson hit him? Absolutely not. But has someone hit him? That is what we'll be figuring out. Nobody's got a penalty, and the safety car will be in this lap. It will be Terra Racer 2 leaders away ahead of Tactician, who is ahead of E1 Baker. An interesting restart ahead of us here. Terra Racer to lead us away in the Alpine, led us away in Zandvoort, he'll lead us away in Monza. Zandvoort, of course, a home race for him. As we head through the parabolic, he's held it slow, and his goal is to catch out the Ferrari. He's nearly lost it on the restart, meaning he has not got out the Ferrari of Tactician, and Tactician will get a run. We go racing in Monza. Green under the safety car. Tactician to the right. Terra Racer to the right. Is he going to be running outside for the Ferrari? It's going to be a squeeze for Terra Racer as we head into the Ritafilio. Tim Wenting's had a fantastic restart. He's jumped up to third past E1 Baker. Exit of turn number 2, and they're all getting a good run down the Curva Grande. Apologies, is Tactician right on the back of Terra Racer. No, Terra Racer somehow defending him off despite getting that poor restart from the lead of the race. But it will be Terra Racer who leads us on lap 6. But Tim Wenting's one to watch here, folks. He's got a fantastic restart, getting past E1 Baker. Did he get past Black Box as well? I think he could have.
Yeah, that is. Let me just check that quickly now.
That's a fantastic restart for Tim Wenting. Kaki is up to 6th as well. How are our pit runners doing? Cameron and Jokic sticking with the pack. He was ahead of Black Box, so it's just a one-car manoeuvre for Tim Wenting, but he is pushing right to the back of Tactician. Of course, the 2 Italian teams going to scrap it out in Monza, but Tactician is right on the back of Terra Racer. Tactician seems to have a slight bit of pace advantage over Terra Racer. He's just not that good at race starts, is Tactician. He didn't get a good race start, but he's going to have a go at him now. The Italian car on the Italian track, it's going to be a straightforward move. A tactical one, some could say, for Tactician.
Will Terra Racer try fight back? No.
No fight back for Terra Racer. That's clever moving from Tactician to just brake in the middle of the circuit. Nowhere for Terra Racer to go as we exit out of the Ritafilio onto the Curva Grande. Tim Wenting now, the second Italian team on the grid, will be the next man to attack Terra Racer. Imagine an Italian 1-2, but with 2 different teams. That'd be cool, actually.
Yeah, that's the thing. Oh,
yellow flag, it's E1. E1 Baker is gone in the McLaren. He has... That's a very odd crash. He's just stopped on the middle of the circuit. But he's kept the car going, and he will fight on. He will charge on, will E1. But it's been poor since the restart. He was in a good position at third. He's down to 15th spot, but Tim Wenting is really catching Terra Racer. Terra Racer struggling to light up the softs on this safety car restart, although Tim has had a poor run through the Ascari chicane. Yellow flag, that's the second Aston Martin out, and we could well get another safety car here. That is the second Aston Martin out on the Ascari chicane. We could get it now. That's Tactician fastest lap. Here comes Tim Wenting, though, on the back of Terra Racer. You can see a beautiful shot there. DRS enabled. It looks like we're going to stay on the green flag running, as it is Terra Racer who defends Tim into the Ritafilio. But Terra Racer has had a poor run there. Tim Wenting a much better line. True. Here comes Tim Wenting to try.
Cameron.
Oh, it's migrating hosts. Oh, that's just Cherry to Pie, apologies, who has crashed out. He's the host of the session. Terra Racer having a poor run. Terra Racer's had a very poor run. Tim Wenting has got a try into Lesmo 1. He's well past. Tim Wenting capitalises on a move from Terra Racer. One Dutchman gets past another, and that is Terra Racer, who is down to third from the lead of the Grand Prix. Cameron and Fleddy moving on well, as that's Lakitu getting caught up on the back of Fleddy. Yogurt's actually passed Topia, apologies. So Yogurt is our lead pitting runner on the set of hards. He'd good pace in qualifying, just wasn't good enough, unfortunately, as he does seem to be struggling a tad on those hard compound tyres, but it does seem to be Mark with a good bolt of pace. He's up to 6th as the Spaniard. He hasn't had a good start to the season, but he's certainly having a good run at it here in Monza. As is that E1 past Harry. Harry struggling even more. Oh, Ferreira! Oh, the AlphaTauri's gone for it! Or is there wing damage? There seems to be some sort of wing damage. Oh, that's Harry gone! That's Harry gone at the Curva Alboreto, or the Parabolica curve. He is gone. And Mark is going to look to get past Kaki into the Ritafilio. It's all kicking off here in Monza. This is E1 Baker past Lakitu for 11th. This is going to be the 13th spot, the 12th spot, and now the 11th spot in a space of 2 sectors for E1. He is moving up well since that spin 2 laps ago. As another man who is moving well is Kaki. Oh, Mark's had a wobble. Mark's had a huge wobble. And Kaki's going to be moving even better as he's got another position. Mark has dropped down to 8th and is now on the inside of Topia. So Topia gets around the outside of Mark, thankfully, into Lesmo 1. No contact made. Mark has lost quite a bit there, however, as he has made a mistake. That is 4/10 of a second now behind Topia when he was in 5th spot ahead of Kaki. So Yogurt now in an even better spot on this set of hards, but these guys are falling away from Black Box, Terra Racer and Tim Wentink. The top 3 all separating a DRS gap. Terra Racer slowly managing to keep in this one though, of Tim Wentink in front. But overall, it's shaping up to be a good race so far, Brendan.
Yeah, a very good race as Tim Wentink is closing in fairly quickly on Tactician. He could be in DRS soon, although the ERS situation is not looking good.
Apologies to overcut, but it's Yogurt past Kaki now. That's the hard compound tyre runner. Of course, Kaki, he made a tweet today actually saying he wasn't practicing for races anymore. That's really showing now, as that is Yogurt past him in the McLaren. The McLaren, a really good car around Monza in real life. It's not looking too bad for Yogurt so far. Of course, it is equal, but commentary's sake. As Topia is also looking to get past Kaki. Kaki seems to be struggling a bit on these 9-lap-old mediums. He shouldn't be struggling on 9-lap-old mediums, but he currently is. So not good for the Mercedes man. His teammate is storming up to the back of Terra Racer, and that's definitely a mistake for Tim Wentink. He is 2 seconds adrift off Tactician, and he is even closer to Terra Racer. So I wonder what's happened to Tim Wentink there. I reckon he's just ran a bit wide at Lesmo 2. Black Box is right on the back of Terra Racer here. It's looking like it could be a good move for Black Box. The IF4 man is he's doing a really good job. Is Black Box? He's gonna have a bit of dear Tim's into the pits. That's an early stop for Tim Wentink.
An undercut probably is what he needs right now.
Here comes Black Box though. Black Box going. Is he going to try and move to turn 1? Is it going to be a send? Daniel Ricciardo move? No. Black Box settles behind. He's going to try and do what Tim Wentink did, I think. Just get a good run out of the Retafilio around the Curva Grande and see can he make something of it.
Is there a good traction there?
He doesn't have the run, but this is good slipstream. Bit of ERS burning down through the Curva Grande. Switches right, switches left. It's a purple sector 1, but it is not second position past the Alpine. We've seen Terra Racer make a mistake here. On the lap, Tim Wentink defends off the Mercedes of Black Box on this occasion. Learns from his previous mistakes, does Terra Racer, and that is good racing from the pair.
Tim Wentink ended up behind Harry, so I think that's a notice for the rest of them that they are going to drop right to the back when they make their pit stops.
That is not good for Tim Wentink. AlphaTauri's both out of the points now. Of course, Ferreira has had a completely different sort of race to Tim, but that is not good. Black Box has made some sort of mistake through Ascari. I know we were on board, but I don't really know what he's did wrong there. He is lost off the back of Terra Racer, and there is the Red Bull of Cameron, who's just ran a little bit wide through Ascari.
Well, Tim Wentink's passed Harry fairly comfortably.
Yeah, Tim
really helped him if anything.
That's a purple sector 2 actually for Tim Wentink. He is flying as that is Tactician and Terra Racer and Black Box into the pit lane. Yogurt will take the provisional lead of the Italian Grand Prix. We are seeing a McLaren lead around Monza for the second time this weekend, as this could be a it could be a lead change. Kaki is gone for it. Topia is going to have to defend from Mark, and this is Mark around the outside of the Haas. We've seen Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen crash there, but Mark and Topia showing the main guys how it's done. Is he going to try it around the Curva Grande, or is he just going to tuck in behind? It's going to be a tuck in behind from the Spaniard here, and it will be A good defensive move for Tapia. Kaki still not past Yogurt, although
run here. He's going to get into Lesmo 1.
into Lesmo 1 goes to Williams. Difficult move. It's going to be Mark Rennie. It's on a Tapia, and Tapia spun him, and Mark has been sent round. Oh, disappointing for the Williams, as he was driving extremely well and was going for a good move, but that is always the danger into Lesmo 1. The space will just close up. That is Cameron now promoted to 4th. No, it didn't. He's behind Tactician. And Terror Racer and Black Box still behind them. Tim at least kept position, and Tim does have this stranded Alfa Romeo of Effie or Harry in between Terror Racer and Tim. So we'll see if Harry can act as a blocker maybe for them. No, never mind. That's a commentator's curse. I apologise, Harry, and you're going to have rear wing damage because we're on sim damage. And I would like to say that that's race done, but we have a battle for the lead as Kaki has finally got away past Sink Yogurt. Tapia is going to look to get past Yogurt as well. Yogurt seems to be struggling as these guys on the mediums are lighting up their tyres. Does Harry have rear wing damage? I honestly can't tell. If he pits here, he does. No, he carries on. Harry carries on. Tapia is right on the back of Yogurt now after fighting with Mark. He could be behind Mark, but Mark went for a audacious move and is behind him. Can he get gap to the leader? I can pop gap to the leader for a moment. There's the gap to the leader. Gap to the leader for Pitter's Tactician. 12 seconds behind Kaki. Tim Wentink 14 seconds behind Kaki, if that's what you're looking for there, as Tapia's ran wide. He's made a mistake into Ascari. These medium runners definitely seem to be struggling, but Yogurt just seems to be managing to keep with these guys through DRS trains. Of course, the DRS is very powerful around here in Monza. It is such a straight line speed based track, the Temple of Speed, of course, as it is known. But here we go. It's going to be Tapia on Yogurt. He's a bit too far back on this occasion. He won't be getting a move just quite yet. I'll leave the leader gap up for a moment, and we'll keep an eye on that. For our pitters is probably the most important gap at the moment, you can really tell. Every other gap, Kaki's had a poor run through the Ritafilio, and it could be Yogurt. Sorry, this is Tactician past Mark. Sorry, I thought that was a battle for the provisional race lead. That is Tactician past Mark. This is Tapia, who could be going for a lunge on Yogurt into the chicane. No, not quite close enough, but he could be closer on the next occasion. Lap 14 out of 27. We're halfway through this PSGL F5 Italian Grand Prix, and it is just spicing up through Lesmo 1. Yogurt slow through this second sector, and that's where he's losing all his time here, Brendan.
That's interesting.
Look at the weaving from Kaki in front. The Mercedes really, really weaving. Oh, Tapia's actually had a look into Ascari. I wouldn't have did that. I would have waited. That's brave as Yogurt. You can just see a little bit of a correction through the right-hander at the end of Ascari. As this is Tapia is sizing up an overtake on sorry, it's not Sync Yogurt anymore, SXT Yogurt, but Yogurt's got a fantastic run. Yogurt does have the slipstream with DRS of Kaki in front to just defend his place. He's actually going to go for Kaki in front, and it's going to be Yogurt to retake the lead of this Italian Grand Prix. So a bit of a swap and a change at the front order, and this is Harry gone in the back and out. This could be a safety car. This could throw a spanner in the works of the Italian Grand Prix. We have a safety car, and there it goes. And it's all going to fall away from Tactician. Tim Wenting and Terror Racer. We told you at the start, don't predict an F5 race. It won't end up like you imagine. Harry is out of the Italian Grand Prix. Yogurt, Kaki, Tapia team, Cameron, Fleddy, Lakitu and Ferreira in a comfortable position now. In a very comfortable position. They can pop in a pit stop with a limited time loss. But I do imagine there's some raging in the cockpits of Tactician. So we'll see. I imagine Yogurt and stuff is all going to pit for a set of the mediums. Or Santa's. Would softs get to the end here, Brendan?
I'd say they probably could. It might be a bit of a stretch, but...
Well, you have to remember, we will have some laps under the safety car. Well, Baker has gone for the softs, so if anything, Yogurt will follow his teammate. I don't know if they communicate communicate with each other or anything. We'll just wait and see. Do we have any pitters on this lap? Well, of course we do. The people who haven't pit yet, Kaki will certainly be in, will most certainly be in. Yogurt is in the pit box. Kaki, top your team. Cameron, Fleddy, you can speed up a bit.
Terror Racer might get done over at the start, same as Mark. And Black Box.
Yep, it's the softs. It's the softs for Yogurt. It's the softs. Everyone's going for a set of the softs. We're gonna have a straight pace sprint. No, Tactician stays out. The Ferrari leads in Monza as he stays out, and so is Terror Racer. So they feel their mediums can just do enough. But look at Yogurt. Third position for the McLaren after being on old hards and just about keeping up.
Let me put this to you. If there's no, or if the delta is still there by the time they're going round again.
Well, he's caught up to the safety car.
Oh, yeah, of course, it's caught up now. If they want to pit, then they're going to have to sacrifice a lot of positions for
It's going to be to the back of the grid. Is going to be where they will go if they pit. The only man pitting and opting for a set of mediums was Lakitu down in 7th. So we certainly have an interesting fight. 11 laps to the end. Tactician leads, but he's on mediums in a soft dominated race here in PSGL F5. But Brendan, do the mediums have good pace around here? Is that something you know of, or is it just always softs are clear?
Usually the softs are the better tyre, but honestly the mediums you can push them fully, and you know they will be good enough at the end anyway. So it's all the play for here, and if you end up in a DRS chain where the, let's say, the leader soft runner can't get past, then the softs are just going to be wasted behind other slower cars.
Yep, the softs are going to be wasted. The only man with a penalty is Lakitu. Is that speeding in the pits? No, it's 3 seconds. So Lakitu is on mediums and has a penalty. Lap 17 on 27. If the safety cars are in this lap, it will be a 10-lap sprint to the end of the Italian Grand Prix. It's been a good race so far from my point of view. It's been a real tactical one, but we have had some good moves. Of course, we had Tim Wentink making some moves. Tim is down to 10th now in the AlphaTauri. Don't be surprised if you see him charge. Of course, another man who's gone underrated in this race is Cameron. He's fantastic pace around here. He qualified in 3rd. He's down in 6th, but he's on softs.
The championship at the moment.
Oh yeah, could you give us a championship update there, Brendan, if you can?
Yeah, here we go. Grimbos, who isn't here tonight, is the leader by 6 points over Cameron. And at the moment, Cameron in P6, it goes 16, 12, 10, 8, 6.
Safety car's in this lap, by the way.
Alright.
No, you can keep going, don't worry.
Yeah, 16, 12, 10, 8, 6, 5. He will get 5 points at the moment. So, if you can just pass somebody...
Tactician's gone. Tactician's bolted, and he's got an absolute bolt of a launch from Terror Race. The Terror Race just found himself under threat from Yogurt, and Yogurt is, he's going, and he's got the move almost done. As we head down into the first chicane, Yogurt takes 2nd position. What a fantastic move from Yogurt. He's caught out Terror Racer there, and this is Ferreira and Fleddy having a fight.
We a Tactician is also a close. He's also involved in the championship fight, and as is Terror Racer in it as well. Well, he's a bit more of an outsider in this case.
He's been a more...
Yogurt's at the gravel.
Yogurt to the gravel, that's Yogurt in the gravel, and that's Kaki passed, and Terror Racer passed, and this could well be top of your team passed as well. Yogurt's had a poor time, he had a poor time in France, and a poor time in Belgium.
He got lifted up by the curb, and had to go through the gravel a little.
And that's Fleddy with a 3 seconds, but look at this gap, 2.3 seconds for Tactician over Terror Racer, the two medium runners holding themselves on their own here, but Kaki is up into 3rd spot, and top your team is in 4th, but Yogurt still does seem to... Oh, Kaki's off, and this could be a move for top your team into the Parabolica. He's really going to have to send it here, as look at Cameron as well. The young Briton is going to try something as top your team gone for it. He's gone for it into the Curva Alboreto, or the Parabolica. He's got it done. That's fantastic, overtaking Kraft from the Dutchman. Cameron's gone for it as well. I wouldn't be surprised if Cameron tries to get more than one down this straight. Fantastic racing in Monza. Look at the Red Bull. Look at the Red Bull on the outside. It's almost 3 wide. It is now 3 wide. Down into the first chicane. The Rizzafilio. It's going to be close here as this is Yogurt around the outside of Kaki. He's got Kaki. Oh, that's Ferreira out. Oh, there's chaos at the chicane. There's a car dead in the middle of the track. Fleddy's hit him. We're down to 10 runners. Has to be a safety car, surely. No, nothing. This is chaos. That's crazy. There's a car dead in the middle of the circuit. This is Cameron on Yogurt now. The two men who fought so well in Bahrain fight again in Monza. And now we have a safety car.
Boy, took their time, but we have something. And
well, it wouldn't be. Imagine the FAI. The FAI. Yes, the Football Association of Ireland. The FIA. Imagine them making a quick decision.
No. Yeah.
That is an interesting safety car restart. That was a fantastic fight down the main straight there here in Monza, but it is still the Ferrari of Tactician who leads. He's probably kicking himself because he had such a good gap, and now we have another safety car. I do apologise for the laggy game audio there. That was a bit of a mess, as do we have box in, so he's obviously picked up damage to that carnage or whatever happened at the Lakito is it. But Brendan, will this help the medium runners, that's all, or is this just going to give an even bigger benefit to the softs?
Yeah, it'll help the softs because it now don't have to worry about tyres saving half as much at this point. There isn't really the risk now of getting them into such a state where they would be basically useless. So now, yeah, only 10 people in this race, and most of them on the soft tyres. It's Lakito and them have actually went for brand new soft tyres.
Brand new softs for Lakitu and Black Box. They also got a wing change, I believe, but they might be quick now. They might be quick as well, as we will. Safety car's not going to be in this lap. I imagine it'll be in the next lap. But Tactician is definitely kicking himself here. He is definitely kicking himself. Brendan, if you did have to go for a guess, who would you say is going to win this one? I know it's impossible to guess.
Topsy team's actually looked fairly good. I wouldn't be surprised if Topsy team was able to find a way past, as he has shown that he is a fairly good overtaker.
He's a fantastic overtaker. He is a fantastic overtaker. And I think he could do. I realistically think he could win this race.
But honestly, you cannot underestimate the power that is F5 Chaos.
Terror Racer, there was a swap in position for a second there, so I don't know what happened. Someone had, is there an F4 stream? Well, but why don't you stick with us? F4 is over though, isn't it? F4 started at 7.
F4 stream, I believe, is probably done at this point, so you may as well stick with us for what is usually a very exciting finale. I'm actually going to advertisements here, honestly.
You're lagging a little bit now, so I do apologize. but we'll spare you that. It seems to be okay. It just happened that one time. But F4 is over, I believe. They start at 7. So you can stick with us. We're gonna have a fantastic finale here in F5. Safety car is in this lap. Tactician will lead us away once again. Safety car will lead us away again. No, tactician. Did I say tactician? I said the safety car will lead us away. Tactician will lead us away again in the Ferrari, hoping to take a home win for the Tifosi, which would send them a light. He's gone. It's a very early getaway for Tactician before we've entered the Parabolica, but it is a fantastic restart for Tactician. He's got the jump on Terror Racer, and Topia, the man we said was such a good overtaker, is going to have to prove, is he a good defender now? Is he going to find himself with a threat from Yogurt in the McLaren? Lap 22 of 27, safety car restart. Yogurt, he got Terror Racer on the last safety car restart. He's going to try and get past Topia, but he's closed Topia, and the gap is going to close.
Topia got this one.
Topia, what defense there through the Rizzafilio, but he's going to have to do even more. The Curva Grande is the next corner approaching, and Yogurt is going to try round the outside. You can see them there, almost side by side. Yogurt's going to try the inside. This is going to end in tears. No, somehow not.
Make sure he didn't tap the rear right of Topia team there. So we're going to make sure they avoided a collision as it starts to brighten up now.
It is starting to brighten up. We've had a very dull race for the moment, but it is definitely starting to brighten up. Lap 22 of 27, Tactician leads, and Cameron is also still in this race. Don't forget, they're all still in this race, as they're all on the same tyres of softs, apart from Lakitu and Black Box. Cameron could also look for oh no, Yogurt's right in the back of Topia team here. I think Yogurt is going to get this move. Yes, he is. Easy as you like. It's going to be the outside for Yogurt down into the Retifilio, but I think he's going to be well past. These two are having a fantastic fight, but this is allowing the front two to get away. Yogurt's going to try around the outside. Oh, is that a wobble? Very slow out of the exit. Cameron's going to be allowed through the Curva Grande. Kaki could have a go here as well, but it is Cameron passed into the Curva Grande. That is poor from Yogurt. Is Yogurt going to have another look? No. Oh, Cameron's locked up. Big lock up. He's going to have to go straight across the chicane, and that is Yogurt back past Lesbon 1. Cameron's messed that one up big time.
Well, Cameron would be on 6 points at the moment, and that would put him equal with Brimbos at the top, although well, as I thought maybe or second he might be able to get back past Yogurt. Won't be able to do that here, I'm afraid. And then with Tactician gaining around 16 points, I think that would promote Tactician into the leader.
Here comes Cameron again. Cameron back past Yogurt, 4th spot. TRT Cameron. That is Cameron 4, P number 4. Topia team is going to look past Terror Racer. He has a bit of a gap because of them two battling now. So this is Topia team looking to get past Terror Racer. He will have DRS.
Well, the thing is, I think we're going to have a three-way tie if Topia team can, or Terror Racer can get past Tactician and Yogurt can get back past Cameron. We'll end up having a three-way tie or something for the lead of the championship.
That's Topia. Look at Tactician. Tactician has such a gap now. He just needs to manage this one home. 1.9 seconds. He has such a gap ahead of Terror Racer. I do apologise for the audio cutting in and out on the game. I have no clue what's happening, but we do only have a few laps left, so it will be okay. Top your team right on the back of Terror Racer for P number 2. If he can get past Terror Racer and charge on, he may just about catch. Tactician. Oh, this is Khaki has passed Yogurt. So Yogurt, has he made another mistake, or is that just a straightforward move? I'm unsure of that one. Cameron is right on the back of Top Your Team, though. If anything, Cameron's going to be the one getting past Top Your Team and taking him off the podium. It's going to be a move down into the Ritafilio for Cameron, side by side, and the main straight on lap 25 of the Italian Grand Prix, side by side into the Ritafilio. Oh, contact and wheel banging for the 2. Oh, this is going to be close. Oh, this is going to be close. Oh, they both keep it clean. Really good racing from the 2, and they're both going to get a decent exit and side by side with the Curva Grande, but it is Cameron who will lead away from the Ritafilio. Both closing on Terror Racer. So if Cameron doesn't get past Terror Racer, Top Your Team will get back past him.
Although, if you end up in a bit of a DRS train to end this race, you mightn't see any movements. Is that the moment 16 to 10? And I believe that would put Tactician and Cameron equal.
Oh, here comes Cameron, he's passed! Cameron's passed Terror Racer, so Cameron could charge on for the race lead here. It would be lovely to see Cameron win a race, but it would also steal the race win from the Tifosi fans' hearts and from Tactician. But Tapia now has a free run at Terror Racer, as Terror Racer has Terror Racer will have a bit of DRS now to help defend them, so this is going to be an even more difficult move for Tapia. But lap 26 out of 27, 2 laps to go, 1.3 seconds the gap between Tactician and Cameron. Cameron needs to have the lap of his lifetime to get into the DRS of Tactician now.
It's getting close. Having to use up almost all the DRS, but he's getting a bit closer. But that was a double lock up there, although I don't think it's affected him too much. So Mercedes are now battling. Black Box is past Khaki, and
Black Box is past Khaki. Cameron's almost in the DRS now. As Cameron is driving really well. He is catching on Tactician really well. He's in the DRS now. This is good stuff from Cameron, and we'll get your comments in a second. My laptop decided to die. Cameron cheering on Cameron to do it as you would, and Cameron can well to get an almighty run. And through Parabolica to Purple Sector 2. This is looking good for Cameron. He'll have 1 lap to do it. Tactician is going to defend for his life and for the Tifosi fans' hearts to save it. The win in Monza. It is Red Bull versus Ferrari like we've seen so many times before. Vettel versus Alonso, Verstappen versus Leclerc, Tactician versus Cameron down the main straight for one last time into the Rettifilio. Cameron fastest lap of the Grand Prix. What a lap he's going to go from down into the Rettifilio. The outside for Cameron, the inside for Tactician, and surely that's it. Unless Cameron makes...
finally broken the curse.
Cameron takes the race lead on the final lap, but don't think it's over yet, because Tactician is going to be the one to get a run on him now into the chicane.
He might not have the tyres though.
I don't think he has the tyres, but he could get another run down into the Ascari, but oh, he's over the curb. Oh, he's made a mistake. Big mistake for Tactician. Surely that's it for Cameron. Surely the win he's waited for so long has finally happened, as we have a yellow flag in Sector 2. It's Yogurt. Yogurt's gone. He's lost it. One last run down the Ascari. Down to Ascari, apologies. He's broken the DRS. The curse is over. 3 race wins he's lost on the final lap. Finally, Cameron will take one. The young Briton, and dare I say, the youngest PSGL race winner, just has to take one more corner, okay, and he will win his first PSGL race in F5. 3 times the race win has been stolen on the final lap. Belgium, Zandvoort and Bahrain, but in Monza he will win on the final lap. Wins in Monza. Tactician will take second for Ferrari, and Terror Racer will finish third on the podium. Tapia fourth, Black Box fifth, Khaki sixth, Yogurt seventh. That's a disappointing result after all that happened. Tim Wenting eighth, Mark ninth, and Lakitu 10th. The 2 Williamses coming in last. The curse is over. Cameron has won in Monza.
And that will be a very nice championship lead for him. So, there we go. What a race, and a fully deserving winner.
Fully deserving winner in Cameron. He has deserved that win for so long.
I think the key to is about to finish and will probably be attempting fastest lap here for an extra point.
I don't know if he's got it.
No, I don't think he has.
Can I just say, the thing I love most is the fact Cameron's dad is watching this race.
It's well, must be fairly nice in him, very wholesome.
But it is the Red Bull who steal Ferrari show in Monza. Cameron wins the Italian Grand Prix ahead of Tactician and ahead of Terror Racer. And that is a great win and well deserved for Cameron. Yoga says he's damaged because top your team squeeze too much in. Cameron's that said he's invested too much in him. Oh, fair enough. I know how much money this sim racing takes. But it is Cameron who wins in Italy, followed by Tactician. A fastest lap, full 17 points. Is there a fastest lap in PSGL?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
you get 1 point.
Yeah, you do.
Lap,
So full 17
17
points for Cameron, of course, different point system. Tactician in second, followed by Terror Racer in third. Top your team in fourth, Black Box in fifth, Kaki in sixth, Yogurt in seventh, Tim Wentink in eighth, Mark in ninth, Lakitu in 10th, Ferreira in 11th, Fleddy in 12th, E1 Baker 13th, Harry 14th, Sherry Tapai 15th, Car Person 16th, and Pipman in 17th. Of course, the 11th and down being non-finishes.
Yeah, so crazy race, and well, could be a huge one for the championship, as Cameron, when the opportunity presented itself, but with Grimballs not being able to race, he took it with open arms and took the maximum.
Yes, he has taken the maximum, and that is all we do have time for here in Monza. It was a fantastic win for Cameron, and we do hope you enjoyed this race. As always, I certainly did. So, we will see you next week. Thank you always for watching, and goodbye.